Okay, next question. Explain, again, we have to give reasons, and it's a 2-mark exam question this time, how a lead atom, Pb, is able to change into a lead ion, Pb2+. Okay, so this is a 2-mark exam question. Now let's look at lead on the periodic table. Lead is down here, group 4. Okay, a lead atom, and within this element will have 82 protons because the atomic number is 82 and 82 electrons. Remember, any atom will always have a neutral charge. It goes back to this video right here. I'm not going to play that. It's too basic for this exam session. The question is asking you, how does this lead atom get a charge of 2+ like this? How does that happen? Well, I'm going to use my video here. It is the bonding video. How cations form. Very important video. Okay, and I am going to focus on the first example right here. I'm going to move on a little bit. It's going to load for us in a second. Now, metals, a general rule is that they always have 1, 2, or 3 electrons in their outer shell, and they are not stable because of this. Now, lithium has a mass number of 7 and an atomic number of 3. Therefore, a lithium atom, we can draw the electron configuration diagram, 2 electrons on the first shell, and then 1 electron on the outer shell. Now, based on this rule that this atom is not stable, this lithium atom loses 1 electron to then become a cation, which is a positively charged ion. And because there is now 1 less electron than protons, or 1 more proton than electrons, the charge is plus or +1, okay? I've gone through that quite quickly because this is meant to be revision, and I want to go through a lot of exam questions. So now look, this lithium atom, if we write the electron configuration, it is 2.1, not 2.1, it's not a decimal place, 2.1 or 2.1. And the electron configuration of this lithium ion is 2, and then brackets, plus. This shows us that 1 electron has been lost. And this is the cation. A cation is positively charged. Any questions so far? Okay, I can see people writing. I don't want to go into it straight. I don't want to check those answers straight away. Now, a rule is that group 1 metals always form 1+ ions. So this rule here, look, not that, I want to look at this. Look, group 1 metals, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, they all lose 1 electron to become 1+ ions. Now the question is focusing on lead. Lead is in group 4 and is actually a transition metal. This is a transition metal, lead. So we've been told in this question it's become a charge of 2+. So it's not actually in group 2. So you may be thinking, how does it become a charge of 2+? Well, based on the rule, based on what we're about to see now, before we go into it, I'm going to do question time just to check people's understanding. A cation is an ion which is 1, 2, or 3. 3, 2, 1, and go. Well done. 2. Excellent. Positively charged. Group 1 metals always form 1, 2, or 3. Go. The answer is 2 1+ ions every single time. They always lose 1 electron to become have charges of 1+. Now, this is the bit I want to now teach in order for you to understand the question. Beryllium has 2 electrons in its outer shell. Beryllium loses 2 electrons to become stable where the charge is 2+, okay? So writing the electron configurations, it is 2.2, and then here is just 2, and then 2+ to show the charge. Now look at this, this is the language you need to use. In this case, it's a beryllium atom loses 2 electrons, so there are now 2 more protons than electrons to cause the charge of 2+. That's literally the language you need to use. Now in these videos, we have gap fills to help you and exam questions if you ever want to practice. Now I want to go back to this question now. I want you to attempt this yourself. Explain how a lead atom, Pb, is able to change into a lead ion. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do this, either on a piece of paper or in the chat section, and I will give you feedback once I have read your answer. Off you go. $50 seconds left. $20 seconds. Okay, well, let me see. Let's look at the mark scheme first. It's an easy question. Look at this. Look at the mark scheme. Loss of electrons. So if you said electrons are lost, loss of electrons, losing electrons, and then look, 2 electrons are lost. Look how easy that is. You can literally just say 2 electrons are lost. Now, I noticed that I taught it to a bit of a higher level, saying there are 2 more protons than electrons. Let's look at what people said in the chat section. Yandra Rosa, you don't, wait, no, you're lucky. Yet lose 2 electrons. You got that correct. Loses 2 electrons, loses 2 electrons, loses 2 electrons. Good. Loses 2 electrons. Amira, you wouldn't get any marks for saying +2 charge because you're repeating information in the question. Again, becomes a +2, Sean. You don't get any marks for that. But loses 2 electrons gets you the 2 marks. Well done, Nail. Loses 2 electrons, loses 2 electrons. Loses, good. Everyone got that correct. Well done.